And we are at the world's largest RV show in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard of Hopalong Cassidy, and you have heard of David Cassidy. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Mr. Paul Cassidy from ROADTREK, who's actually from Canada.
You bet.
Right, and
Hello,
Bob
folks.
is here, and we're at the ROADTREK display. I'm just going to do a little turnaround here, and there's a lot of new stuff, and there's a lot of activity here. So, Bob, take it away.
Paul, you got 35,000 consumers coming in here tomorrow, starting tomorrow. 35,000. What do you want them to know about ROADTREK when they leave here, and what do you want them to see?
What we want them to come away with from the ROADTREK booth is the fact that our product is not only the fact that we're an industry-leading brand, but that we are the best, most complete package in the Class B business. And when I say that, we're not the cheapest, but when you look at what we offer as a product, we have the best engineered product and therefore bring the best value to the market. We don't, our job as a Class B manufacturer is to continually improve, continually get better at what we do, and because that's all we do, because we're exclusively a Class B manufacturer, we live and breathe this stuff, and you see it in our product. When you look at the way our tables are designed, when you look at the way our layouts come together, when you look at all the things that we bring into the Class B, we are continually pushing the limits on how to make a better Class B.
No question. You know, I'm often surprised when you look at the statistics for our industry, and there's just not enough Class Bs being sold. I mean, when you look at the market segment, what is the typical ROADTREK customer look like?
The typical ROADTREK customer is a very a careful customer, somebody who generally is older, meaning somebody 55 plus. For some, that's older, I should say. And
all relative. It's all relative there.
We're going to get slapped
You'll be going back to Canada real soon.
Hey, this could be on YouTube when in person beats up sales rep.
Well, we don't generally get the 35-year-olds in there, but and most of them, to be honest, are not what you call a pure RV person. They may have never owned an RV, or they owned a tent trailer that they ran around with their kids, and their kids are long gone. What they are people who are travelers, and they want to tour around. They don't want to stay in one spot for any length of time. They're people who want to see places, go places. They want to see the sights. They want to feel like they can go in and out of cities. Some of them, a big part of the reason that they buy a ROADTREK is, well, there's one big factor is they have a dog or a cat that they want to bring along. Over and above that, there are people who have family spread out around North America, so you can take a 190 and stick it in the driveway with the kids home. You've got your
plug
own
it in,
apartment.
you're all set. Right.
There are people who
plug
have
it in,
two
you're all
homes.
set. Yeah.
Can you show us your newest one here with the slide?
Absolutely. This is the one that's at market. That one we're still trying to decide what to bring to market.
Okay, so it's on a Sprinter chassis.
It's on a Sprinter chassis. It's on the short Sprinter. When
Short.
I say that, there's actually 3 sizes of Sprinter.
Yep.
For us, we have a short and the big, but in actuality, we're on the short and the medium. There
Okay.
is one bigger than what we use, but this is on the short Sprinter. It's in a Mercedes turbo diesel engine in it. There's been some jumping around. It used to be a Dodge product and a Freightliner product. Now it's a Mercedes and a Freightliner product.
I got one.
And but what we've done here is, in order to allow somebody to have a shorter product, meaning for maneuverability, for parking, all the issues that come with having a bigger motorhome.
What's the length of the basic unit?
The basic unit is just over 19 feet.
Wow.
So you're adding, what, 3 feet with the slide?
3 feet with the slide, correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so by taking and adding the slide out to the back, which, when it's in, you can close the doors of a regular van. So
for an older driver,
enclosed.
that's an issue as far as maneuverability as well.
Well,
It's nice if the doors are closed.
No, I don't mean the doors being closed. I mean the length.
Yes.
The
Oh,
length.
yeah, the length is always-
Right.
well, and for some people, it has nothing to do with maneuverability. It's what they can park in a certain place.
Right.
It's what their condo association will allow.
Right.
Their homeowners association, whatever that might be. There's a lot of factors that play into that. But yes, for people who are in the Class Bs, for a lot of them, shorter is better, to the extent where we continually get people who they've decided they want to buy a Chevy. We have the 210 Chevy, which is 21 feet long, and the 19 Chevy. The 210 is much more of a unit, but they have that continual battle that, do we need that extra length? We want to keep small is better. And we kind of have to work that out of them.
One thing I heard, Paul, from some ROADTREK owners have the smaller units is that their tolls are even different.
Yes,
on
and
the
ferries,
expressways.
You get onto ferries and sort of like up in Seattle and Vancouver, up in there.
Yeah, where you got to use the ferry
you got to
a
go
lot.
with the transport trucks if you're so it does make a difference. But anyway, by taking our smaller Sprinter and adding this slide out in the back, it allowed us to reconfigure things such that you end up with a bigger bathroom, a bigger fridge, and decent sized sleeping still. And to be honest, sort of the bonus that came along with that is a little bit more of a comfortable kitchen, meaning you leave this open, it's a nicer space to work in rather than being turned against the wall. Not saying that there's anything wrong with our other unit, it's just this is sort of the bonus. Some people come in here and go, well, this is nice, you can look out and see the view or whatever it might be. So back here, obviously, you've got it's not what we call a power sofa, which we have a lot of in our units, just because of the setup of the slide out wasn't workable for us, at least at this point.
That does fold down.
That does fold down. You pull it out, and then you flop the cushions back.
And you got a bed.
And you got a bed. You got a full double bed.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of storage. And
lots of storage back here. And that's one thing you'll see about our units all the time, is we're always configuring, always trying to figure out how to best utilize not only space but functionality. Took us a while to figure out how to get a TV stuck in here.
Here, look at that. So it pulls out on a.
It pulls out on.
As you would say, it pulls out.
It pulls
and
out. It is a swing out arm that the engineers have configured. And it was a challenge that we had to put with them leave with our engineers to make sure that they could come up with a way to put the TV in a reasonable spot, and they were able to do it.
Well, thank you so much for your courtesy of taking this time to show us.
That's a little blitz for you.
Great, thank you.